Number one Ibble Dibble here. Hello, friends, and welcome to another very special episode of Ibble Dibble Dissects Harry and Meghan, Episode 2, live on the table. In Episode 2, Meghan tells us not one, not two, but 10 very questionable narratives we already heard from her on the Archetypes podcast. I'll try to go in chronological order. Number one, that she grew up in a Black neighborhood with her mom. Number two, that she was the smart one in school, not the pretty one, a real nerd. Number three, she was turned on to activism at the young age of 11 by single-handedly changing an Ivory soap commercial. Number four, as a kid, she didn't know where she fit in because she was never Black enough and never white enough. Number five, she double majored in international relations and theater at Northwestern. Number six, she didn't find immediate success as an actress because everyone in LA was so confused. What is a biracial? She just wasn't Black enough and she just wasn't white enough again. Number seven, more than acting, more than being a paid influencer, she lived to perform extensive charity work. Number eight, she gave up her perfect life because she loved Harry so much. She had no idea he was her ultimate luxury meal ticket for life. Number nine, she was so strong and modern, she blocked out all of that stuff about not being Black enough and not being white enough in her school days and in her acting career. Actually, she forgot that racism even existed until she was shocked and appalled by UK tabloids. And finally, number 10, she is a victim of paparazzi, not a player in the game. I'm not going to debunk all of these. I've already debunked every single one of these in prior videos. I will link to them below in my description box so you know which ones to listen to. I'm just going to address the ludicrous new details. Why does she think that if she embellishes the story more and more and more, that will make it more and more believable? How does she even keep track of her lies? Do you think she has a notebook with flowcharts? Which lies is Harry in on and which lies is Harry swallowing? First up, the idea that she lived in a Black neighborhood with her mom. In the 3 babyhood photos she shows, Photo 1, there are 3 Black kids, 3 white kids, 1 Asian kid. Photo 2, there are 4 white, 1 definitely Black, 2 maybe light, maybe mixed. I'm not counting Meghan, I'm talking about the other kids. And in Photo 3, there are 4 white kids, 1 Black kid. I don't care who people choose as friends. It's just so audacious to me that they can say one thing, show another multiple times in a row, and still expect us to take their word for it. Meghan and her mom drive through her old neighborhood to her childhood home to show everyone she's not from the hood. It's Miracle Mile, not a Black neighborhood, not even contiguous with Black neighborhoods. According to the 2020 US Census, Miracle Mile was 8.95% Black or African American identifying, 4.66% some other race not specified, and 7.97% 2 or more races not specified. So in the most generous possible estimation, assuming everyone who checked the box some other race was actually an annoyed African American person, and every single person that checked the box 2 or more races was actually a half Black or more person, that's still only 12.63% Black or partially Black. That's not a Black neighborhood. I'd also like to address this stupid story she keeps repeating about the supermarket.
And I just remember my mom telling me stories about taking me to the grocery store and women going, "Whose child is that? You must be the," she's like, "It's my child." I was like, "No, you must be the nanny. Where's her mom?" Because I was really fair skinned and my mom darker.
Sorry, I just want to get really, really clear on who these stupid racists were. If you were living in a Black neighborhood, which you just claimed, were these Black women accusing your mother of kidnapping the child she was paid to take care of? If you were in a half-white neighborhood, as the census records and photo evidence support, was this white woman who had never seen a nanny before and didn't know that you could hire somebody to take care of your child while you were at work or on vacation or at a party or event? She really thinks we're stupid. People in LA aren't hicks. Meghan wasn't born wearing the weaves of two Vietnamese farmers like she does today. They could most definitely put together that Doria was Meghan's mother. But secondly, let's pretend this did happen once, that some confused, crazy, histrionic, attention-seeking grandma had something to say to Doria. Why would you share that with Meghan later when she was an adult? When she didn't remember it and it doesn't matter? Next up, the nerd narrative.
I was a big nerd growing up. This is like an important part that people don't understand about me. Like, I was not the pretty one. My entire identity was wrapped up in being the smart one. I couldn't help her with her homework. She was way smarter.
So where do you have to throw in the towel, Doria? Was it algebra? Was it the Krebs cycle? Meghan, telling this story and having your poor mother corroborate it does not make you look smart, curious, introspective, or deep. It just makes you look vain. Beauty and intelligence are obviously not mutually exclusive. Little girls don't live in a malicious dichotomy where they must choose one or the other. And the fact that you assume the public would think you would be the prettiest girl in your school is, in all fairness, you are a cute girl, you're a beautiful woman. You are not a natural beauty. Next up, we have a new claim about her academic achievements. Before, she said she double majored in international relations and theater at Northwestern University, and now she's added that she was also a writing minor. The minimum required number of units, they call them, to graduate from Northwestern University is 42. The average student finishes 48. Meg's, looking at the major and minor requirements, would have to have completed 56. And that's with the maximum allowable double counting. Whether that was actually feasible with her schedule depends on a lot of things we don't know. For example, did she take summer classes? That would have really greased the wheel. This is just the type of lie narcissists tend to tell, pushing plausibility, but not impossible. But let's give her the benefit of the doubt and believe this. The thing is, it doesn't really matter how many majors or minors or seminars or concentrations you have in undergrad if your grades suck. The other thing is, for the International Studies Adjunct major, which is the real name of it, there is no international relations and there's no standalone international relations or studies major. You have to complete a language proficiency exam. I'd love to hear Megalomaniac speak Spanish or French and see if she really passed that exam. She still has her elementary school diploma. If you really want me to think you're so smart, show us the transcripts, Meg. The last little piece of extra info we can actually glean from episode 2, relative to her recitals of these tired tales on archetypes, comes from the clips used to show that Meghan was actually a quite successful actress before she came across Harry. The extra info is not actually in the clips they did use, it's in the clips they didn't use. Meghan claims that she had so much trouble getting roles because she wasn't black enough and she wasn't white enough, and she has her agent say this is the case, when we know that her boyfriend slash fiance slash husband couldn't even slot her into his own stuff because she was such a wooden actress. One of the clips they show is from one of his movies, the one with Robert Pattinson, Remember Me? Meghan had a cameo as a bartender named Meghan, and I think this clip answers the question, how was Meghan able to get away with pretending her 10-year-long relationship with Trevor didn't even exist? The answer is, that's what he wanted. Her production team called him, asking for permission to show every single stupid little walk-on role he ever gave her, and I would bet money that he said, I will let you use a single clip of your choice, only if you sign a contract saying that you will not utter a single word about me or my family. So that's it for new additions to the Book of Meghan. Again, I'm putting links and timestamps in the description box below, so you can check out my prior debunkings of these falsehoods. I'll be back shortly with another video addressing the really serious claims in this episode, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.